hardware issue.
Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to our weekly playthrough of Avowed. Yes, it's a pretty good game. Well, it's alright. Honestly, it kind of just makes me want to play Skyrim or Oblivion, but
Yeah, it looks
I'm...
like that sort of graphics style.
Kill the spider, kill the spider. What? I have to switch to a keyboard to use my push to talk. What button is my fireball? One. Okay. It's Sky. You have a gun. Fireball. Which for some reason you can charge up. I don't know how that works. Alright, so... Go. Kill them. So yeah. That's one thing I like about this game, that you can, I mean, the gun, mostly. I like the gun. Okay, other than about... Also, is that coming through on stream properly? I don't know, it might be laggy. Whatever, it's fine. So today... What is the button to collect things on keyboard? God. We're going to be watching the series finale of Prodigy. Now, allegedly, maybe, people have hypothesized it could come back. I don't believe it. But, it's technically possible. I know, Soma, you're sort of holding out for that. For the return. For the return of Prodigy from a new network.
Yes, yeah, I'm hoping that Netflix having bought the rights to show it will eventually run a new season.
But for now, we're doing what is currently the series finale. It's a very pretty game, isn't it? So we're gonna talk to Wesley some more. They're not gonna stick together. He was very clear. All right, poor Wes. He tries so hard. And, I mean, that's all there is to it, really. There's gonna be well, we'll see. Oh, for the episode, everybody queue up to 1 minute and 50 seconds. 1 minute and 50 seconds. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this game real quick. Probably should have changed the audio channel on it before. Okay. And let me show what the starting point is where we are. Right here. And it should be good. These are some good episodes, for sure. Anyway, how about that weather? Is it still, existing? There's still weather?
Yeah, there's still weather. It's been raining,
cool.
It's been sunny. Yeah.
There's been clouds sometimes. The sky is still there. That's nice. I don't really have anything else to talk about today. You know what? I do have something else to talk about today. I would like to talk about the California Board of Accountancy. So, I am an accountant, and I'm currently working on getting my CPA license, Certified Public Accountant, which you have to go through the California Board of Accountancy, because I'm in California. But the California Board of Accountancy requires you to physically mail in an application and a physical paper check. Why? What year is this? What year is this? We have digital forms. We have digital payments. Why do you need me to mail you things? God. Also, they're like a month behind. They have a tracker on their Facebook where it shows like, oh, we have processed all applications that were received by this date. And it's in January. It's like, come on, guys. Maybe it'd be faster if it was digital. So I'm not thrilled by the CBA. But I have to play their game if I want to if I want to get my salary up. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blur.
Every
Blur.
day stream.
Yes,
Yes,
I'll
yes.
share the countdown with you. Very important. There you go.
Yes, we just had a lot of damage to Voyager. No, not Voyager at the moment.
Oh yeah, they were being murdered by the not Narada. Legally distinct. Oh, they're just little fighters. Oh, well. I was going to say fighters aren't really a threat in Star Trek because we have phasers, but they don't have any weapons at all.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really like about Star Trek. I mean, fighters are cool, but like, of course they have point defense phasers. Why would they not? That'd be crazy. They just blast them. We have computers, unlike the CBA. Why does this big ship even have drones? Why not just shoot them with the big cannon?
Hmm. Yeah, it's about the toying.
And this is going to be Ascension's downfall. If you're going to be a villain, you don't toy with your enemy, you kill them.
Yep.
I swear, every single villain has this problem. There's. I don't know what it's from. I've just seen the quote that's some villain going through a monologue, and the hero's like, aha, but I will stop you with the press of. I will destroy your activator thing. It's like, dude, I already did it 15 minutes ago. I've just been chilling. That's not an exact quote. I'm paraphrasing.
Yep. Yes,
Oh, is that a dig at
defies the orders
Voyager?
all the time. Yeah.
Oh no, because yeah, Voyager set up the show dynamic as will these Starfleet and these renegades be able to work together? And then no, after episode 1, they're all just Starfleet. It's fine.
Yep.
Oh hey Wes, just just kill them. Uh, Apparently, they are explicitly meant to be weaponized because you meant to weaponize them, Wes. This is
Yes, you
literally
set
your
this all up.
fault. You know what could also achieve that outcome? A couple torpedoes.
Yep.
Don't fire the incursor, launch the torpedoes. Just kill them. God, a sense, yeah. Like, at least the Death Star was designed to, like, kill planets, which you can't just do with torpedoes. But what is this?
And even then, practically, in Star Trek, it's canon since TOS that they can just obliterate the surface of the planet in a
Yeah.
short matter of time.
Turning it into dust isn't cool as a show of force, but it's a little overkill. That's the thing that was really cool in Knights of the Old Republic, too. That they want to destroy a planet. I was like, they don't have a Death Star because it's thousands of years in the past, but
Yeah.
we have torpedoes. We can just level it. Works really well. You don't need to blow up the rock. Well, Counselor, no, you got lucky by your enemies not using real weapons.
Yeah, just a basic weapon.
I do like the idea of a spike that can like pierce through the hole and get inside, but I want this to like open up and reveal a bunch of antimatter warheads on the inside, and we just detonate it internally. Get right past that ablative armor. Leave her, or we'll never make it. She's not even trying to move. She's been clear for several seconds. Maybe she broke her legs. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Yeah, let's enjoy some of my cocktail.
Oh, of course, you just remodulate against the temporal distortions, of course. They've got some power. They're doing all right. Oh, I know where she got it. Do you think Wesley feels bad about the people who got caught in the time vortex? Oh, they're the only starship in the sector. Should have known.
I mean, it is actually fairly valid in this instance because last season ended up with half their fleet getting blown up.
Yeah. And Janeway is explicitly not supposed to be here.
Yeah. Even if we don't assume that all the ships got destroyed, they're in no condition to fight. Joey, actually, oblivion, good one.
But, Doctor, you don't need the hollow emitters. You have a 32nd century mobile emitter. It's on your arm right now.
True.
You don't even know that. You don't know what your biology is, Zero. Zero, you fool. What is your medical history?
It is interesting that the body doesn't just immediately fall apart upon entering it.
Yeah. They seem like they would. We could also send in... Find, like, the youngest Vulcan on the ship. Like, if we could send Vorik in there, he would... I mean, he would be near death by the end, but he could probably do it. Ah, Jaeger Loop, of course. One of, like, 3 maneuvers we have in Star Trek. Jaeger Loop
Yep.
is from the first duty. Oh, we're going to do the control thing. It's a computer, so you have to be unpredictable to fight it.
No, again, here makes more sense because it explicitly, yes, they have read the manual from Wesley, and so just throw the manual out the book, out the window.
Yeah, this is fine. Keep going, Zero. Keep going. Yeah, it doesn't look like they'll be able to make it at all. They're immediately geriatric.
Yep. They draw a walking stick. They'll be fine.
They're shutting down the time weapon. He was very clear on this.
Yep.
Yeah, this... All right, speed it up. Hopefully she can read this language. Or they can read this language, rather.
Yeah.
All right, now it's Dal's time to shine.
Yep.
This has been his detriment for the entire series, his weakest aspect. Now, for once, it will come in handy.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to be working. Have you tried spinning? Oh, you have tried spinning. That's a good trick.
Yep.
Look at a little corpse like there. Same, Zero. Same.
Yeah.
How long is Zero's lifespan in this body? Good lord. No, don't transmit that to all crew. You're gonna freak them out. Just the officers. No, definitely alone. Why would you lock it onto multiple ships? The Boothby maneuver. I still don't really get why Boothby's so important, but I mean, it's fine.
You came up with it. So I do like
Boothby
that in the
maneuvers
show
when you
about
run those kids
Wesley.
off your flower beds.
I do love that in the show with Wesley. We call back to his academy days.
And him being a total screw up in his academy days.
Yep.
And he's getting kicked out of the academy in his academy days. Oh, Wesley. Well, he didn't get kicked out. He almost got kicked out, and then he dropped out. Oh my god, that's a crazy weapon. Why would it be designed to do this?
Mm. Yeah, it's interesting.
Essentia
But they
could
do
have
specify
avoided this if she...
Starfleet only.
Apparently, that's not a very good failsafe.
Yeah.
Essentia could have avoided this if she just used a big cannon.
Yep. She's just
But Michelle,
flashy.
that could ignite the plasma. We did it. Wait, now it's just exploding. Where's the temporal
Yep.
radiation now, Essentia? But Essentia's not dead, so what happened? It was an explosion from a temporal device, so my guess would be like the ship... I don't see any debris. Did it just get like
I think
jumped
it's not
somewhere
on
in
the ship.
time? Yeah, they're all right. Back to Circle Zero.
Yep.
I like Circle Zero more.
Yeah, they look nice. Interesting to go with just 4 digits.
So, what about Tysus? Is he all right? The Andorian?
Yeah, they help him.
We can make him a new body. We can make him a golem. Oh, they were carried by the power of friendship. Every episode.
Oh, here it is, Voyager.
Oh my god. You're gonna send... There's a giant hole in Voyager, Janeway.
Yep.
Alright. Now there's 2 giant holes.
Just get some dots on it. It'll be fine.
I don't think I would be comfortable with this. Just staring out the open airlock. Like, I know there's a force field there. I don't trust it. Oh, Essentia wasn't physically there. She was working remotely. She was working from home. Okay. That makes more sense. All right, that is episode 1. Let's move on to Brink. As before, please queue up to 1 minute 50 seconds so we can skip the title sequence that we've seen 20 times so far. 1 minute 50. If I can queue it up, right? All right. Once again, we are here. We're at this frame. So hopefully everyone's queued up properly. And So, how do you feel about the California Board of Accounting? What's your experience been with them?
I don't know. There's a board of accounting. Probably lots of bureaucracy.
Hmm. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Ooh, temporal vortex. Oh my god, Ascensia, they're trying. You don't know anything about the science. Stop being mean to them. CBA, these accounts don't reconcile. Then reconcile them, you fool. It's like, no, we need to.
Tony Stark built this with a box of in a cave with a box of straps.
Fireball. It also reminds me of the Nazi aliens in Star Trek Enterprise. They were trying to open a time vortex to get back to their time, and the leader guy, everyone, all the scientists were saying, no, it won't work, the portal won't hold. It's like, yes, it will, because it is our destiny.
Yeah.
Wes, did he really have to be shot as part of the plan?
It probably wasn't necessarily directly part of the plan, but he had to be captured.
I'm also always very confused about the strength of Starfleet in general, because, like, I can get how they have a hard time with the Romulans and the Klingons, but this is one planet that we're dealing with. And, like, they also have a really hard time with the Cardassians, and the Cardassians don't seem very strong.
They also, a lot of the fleet is engaged with the Romulan evacuation effort right now.
Yeah.
So
What's
they're
the excuse
very
for the
spread thin on
Cardassians?
multiple fronts. True. Though, and that's another point about this season of Prodigy, actually. It lends a lot more credence to the issues going on in Picard, where they're like, yeah, we cannot send the ships to do this because we don't have the ships.
We're a little busy, Picard. They lost half their ships, and they lost their primary shipyard. It's not great. Well, they're about to
Losing
lose
the
their
primary
primary
shipyard,
shipyard.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's all
He's
right.
alright.
He's fine. He was off screen for several minutes. He's all right.
Yep.
Don't screw this up. Janeway, are we sure we want to send a bunch of teenagers? Do we want to send an adult, maybe? And remember, you have to stick together. That's very important, Gwyn. See, she remembers. Michelle gets it.
Yep.
Of course she would, though. She's a Vulcan. Vulcans... I also don't get how Vulcans work. Apparently they have perfect permanent memories.
Hmm.
Like, that Vulcan that Cisco hated, apparently one of the points is that, yes, of course he remembers down to the minute the last time they spoke years ago. Of course he does. He's a Vulcan.
And yes, a second Starfleet cloaking device.
That's illegal. They can't do that. Are you... By first, are you referring to the Defiant or the phasing cloak?
The Defiance cloak was with the express permission.
Well, at first. It was also Romulan, though. It wasn't a Starfleet cloak.
Yeah.
This'll help you recover from the trauma of almost being dead.
No, it's energized in this room.
That's what we say in this room. I do really like how everybody said it at the same time.
Yeah. Patrick Stewart is old, even in that point, and it's a Torben thing. It is funny how some actors look old, but are still very much with it from young ages, and then they just use that as part of their acting.
Do you have anyone in
Another
mind
one.
other than Patrick Stewart?
I've forgotten his name at the top of my head, but he played Braytak and Tony Amendola, Braytak, and he's also the Jedi in the Jedi series.
Braytak. I know the name. I can't remember where it's from. Senator
Stargate.
Braytak?
No, Braytak is one of the half forgotten their race. One of the people in the Jafar, one of the Jafar in Stargate. But he's also Eno Cordova
Hello.
in Jedi
Hello.
Survivor primarily.
Oh, Teal'c's dad.
Yes.
Surrogate
Well,
dad.
yeah.
Are you telling me he wasn't old in Stargate? Because, yeah, he looks old.
There was about, was it 40?
Good lord.
There was 46 when the show started. 45.
He looks like he's 70. What happened?
He's now 73.
Who what?
Tony Amendola. He's aged very young.
Who?
He looks like Tony Amendola, who played Braytak in Stargate. In Stargate, he looks
Braytak.
like he's 70 years old, and he plays a
Yeah.
guy who is old,
Yes.
but he was only 46.
Yes. And I have people tell me they think I'm 10 years younger than I actually am. So there's that.
Yeah, no, my point was that it was interesting how certain actors age quite young, but then use that as part of their acting.
Like Patrick Stewart, who's been like
Yeah.
70 his entire career.
Yeah.
He's been 70 for 60 years.
I say
he went
Patrick
bald.
Stewart, as much as there's a joke that he always looks the same, I think now he does actually look Like
Way
90.
Yeah.
older, yes. Yeah, he definitely looks his age now, yes. But for a big part of his career, he basically looked like he had a painting of himself growing older in the attic. I got double pasta salad from Jimmy John's because they gave me one that was expired, and they're like, "Oh, just throw that out. Here's another one." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm keeping this."
Gross.
It's only like day. I bought a huge container from them. I bought a catering one from them, and it lasted all week. It's fine.
So definitely Wesley then. Wesley's more important, period. No, Gwen, you fool.
Yeah, Wesley
Never
was
split
quite
the
clear
party.
about this.
He told you.
Never split the party. Who told you?
Wesley told her to stick together.
Never split the party. Wow, 4? Essentia.
It sounds
Essentia.
like an evil
Is she
name.
is she on the good side now?
It's her
No,
younger version.
Because, yeah, evil Essentia traveled back in time after the destruction of her world. This is this time period's Essentia who hasn't gone all fascist and evil.
I found an interesting tidbit about the word fascist and fascism.
Mm-hmm.
So,
The fact that
Um,
it's 11 across.
well, I was engaged in a Reddit conversation about,
Oh,
I don't know
don't do
how
that.
it got sideways. We were talking about video cards and like the potential increase in price with tariffs and stuff, and someone from overseas was like, good luck with your fascism, America. And I was like, and the person was from Italy, and I'm also an Italian citizen, and I know a little bit about history, and I was like, Italy invented fascism. And the word
They got over
fascism,
it, though.
fascista, yeah, they got over it. They dropped it super fast after World War II. But governmental corruption still exists. Um,
Yeah.
uh, it comes from the Italian word for bundle of sticks, and because the symbol for fascism was this old Roman symbol that was like a bundle of sticks with an axe in it.
Hmm.
And there's
Oh,
another
wait,
word that
they
means
let
bundle
their...
of sticks.
Yeah, we don't say that word. So,
I know.
Lord of the Rings is really
I know.
awkward to read these days. It's nice that they keep the political prisoners get to keep their fancy robes and their gold jewelry and everything.
Yeah.
How come the movie
Yes.
didn't have Scouring of the Shire?
Because that would have been a really weird turn to take for a movie after the victory. It it's like how they cut Tom Bombadil. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't really work in the format. Honestly, it didn't really work in the book either, but that's another thing.
How do they see? How do they see out of those? They're cool though.
They see very well, thanks for asking.
It's like Daft Punk. Daft Punk.
They look like the godlikes in Avowed.
No plan survives contact with the enemy.
Wesley's plan doesn't survive contact with the teenagers.
Very true.
Honestly, this is Gwen's fault. Why would She'd be... That's not how you ambush someone with a gun. Stand back a bit from the corner and then shoot them as they walk around.
Well, if you're able to ambush them, then they're bad at clearing a room.
But they're not trying to clear the room. This is just their house. They don't think anyone's here. Rock, push him. Oh, God. We had a slight weapons malfunction. But everything's okay here now.
Big reactor leak.
Very dangerous.
Luke, we're gonna have company. So when we run out of Star Trek content, are we gonna start Star Wars content?
No. Then the channel's dead.
My friend suggested Babylon 5.
I mean, you can watch Babylon 5. Once we've finished all the Star Trek series and done all the bloopers, the channel is done. It will be over.
What about when they make new Star Trek content?
Probably won't come back. Wesley, that's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Or you could if everyone was here. It is doing a lot of heavy lifting. They started a war with Solom. There's no almost about it. Happy thoughts, Wes. Why did it just do the Taco Bell sound effect? Is he hungry? Oh, I can't help but notice no insulation in these walls.
Yeah.
Oh, you fools! R minus M. Honestly, Wesley, this is kind of on you. You should.
Yeah.
You've been speaking in riddles this whole time.
So the entire point of this is so that we can up the stakes and go, yeah, no, they don't know what's going to happen.
Yep, you did, Gwen. Good job.
The future is always uncertain, Wesley.
Not if you do the
Not
math.
for him.
He's the Mozart of time travel. Oh, well, we're all
Mozart, you
together
said,
now.
huh?
Is that okay, Wes?
They got captured. Oh, did she flip on them?
No,
The
this
young
is the
Ascension?
future evil one.
Oh, I thought that was the young one.
No, it's the future one.
The nice one
Disguised
has
as
a
a-
bandana.
Oh.
Okay, Ascensia, shoot them all. Don't monologue, shoot them. Don't give her goodbyes. Fire.
What's that?
A grenade? I don't know.
Is that
Emergency
transport
transport?
beacon?
It's a transporter. Yeah.
They're gonna transport him.
Wait, why two to beam up? No, beam everybody up. Does it only work for two?
Yeah, why not everybody?
It's a little bit jarring
No
that
spoilers.
Wesley is still talking like he's totally fine in his voice acting, but he's on the
And
ground.
he's dying.
Yeah.
He sounds fine.
They just had
Writhing
to
in
make
agony.
that crystal clear to the kids who are gonna watch it.
Spock is a little hard to understand when he's going, ship out of danger. So, Robo, how do you feel about the California Board of Accountancy?
I'm not familiar with them. I have no opinion.
Okay, fine.
Should I? Should I? What do they do?
Existed.
They no longer exist?
No, they do. They still exist.
What
but they used to as well.
timestamp?
Start at 150. 150. 150. Wait, no, this starts early. Dang it.
Do we start at?
Okay, just start at 0. Start at 0. In 3, 2, 1, go. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
California Board of what?
Accountancy. Yes, they still exist.
Accountancy?
Accountancy. What they did
Is it the-
is
is-
not have digital payments and digital applications for licensure.
All right, so it's the people that license the CPAs
Yes.
in California.
Yes.
All right,
Sort of. It's a
And-
multi-agency thing, but yes.
and they're in the past. They're 30 years in the past, basically.
Yes.
Do they only accept checks on paper,
Yes.
mailed,
Yes,
physical mail?
they do. God,
Did
What
you?
about a fax? Can you fax them?
I bet you can. Let me look at my God, their website is trash.
You're lucky it's a website and not a Usenet.
It's just text and lines.
Yeah, text and lies. Yeah, that's
That's all it is.
usually how government websites work.
There's nothing
text
else
and
here.
Lies. Wow.
Visual design copyright 2000. Interesting. Oh, subtitles.
Does that make
we
it
go.
seem better?
No, it just makes me feel like they haven't updated the website since 2000.
Correct.
My last job was for the government, and it was very obvious that a lot of the software was designed for Windows XP. Like
Mm.
we were on Windows 10, but it had all the design features, the aesthetic of
Yeah.
XP.
Yeah,
Do
things
you
just don't get updated when they work, even if they only
do you
barely
have?
work.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's fine, go on.
You're right about that. When the things work, that's good. Just let them keep working, especially if it's a government something.
Even if it's only
Question.
barely functional. But yeah, go on.
Well, look, the thing I hate is when something is changed just to change it, not because it needs to
Yes,
change.
very true.
And a lot of times you introduce new failure modes that way. So like we just rolled out a big office update at work, and there's it's a big visual update, and okay, it looks fine. It just I think it's more cluttered than it was before. And they also took away the notification icon on Outlook. So like it's well, okay, they didn't take it away. They changed it from being yellow to being blue, but the icon is blue. So now the notification icon kind of blends in with the icon, and it's like why? Like why did that have to change? How is that
Yeah.
better? It's worse. It's objectively worse because it doesn't stand out, but whatever. Some graphic designer was like, no, this looks cleaner. Like this is better. This is more modern. This is more now it's all like this the different tones of the same blue. It's just yeah, but now it makes it harder to see.
Okay, so apparently we could have skipped ahead to 4 minutes because that first bit was just playing the last few minutes of the episode from last time.
Hmm.
But I just looked really quick and saw episode. It's like, nope, we're starting at 0. After this episode, I'll remember to actually scroll ahead and see what's up. What is this braid he's got going on his sweater?
Who's your favorite sentient hologram in Star Trek?
Let's see, who do we have? Other than the Doctor, we have that village of holograms in Deep Space Nine Shadow Play. We have in Enterprise, there's like a ghost ship where they're all holograms to make the guy's daughter less lonely.
What about the um sociopathic hologram from Voyager?
Oh yeah, he just wanted things to be clean and orderly.
That actor also played that guy in Enterprise that was abducting the people for blood samples.
Taco
Remember?
Bell again. That's what do you mean so? That's literally their name. I have sent this email to so-called Guam. What do you mean? The
Per my
so-called
last
French.
email.
Oh, now you remember you have a mobile emitter. Okay, Wesley, on the condition that you bring a gun this time and not just your magic brain. Yeah, but Murph's invulnerable. Yeah, I guess she never did play D&D, or she would have known better.
Yeah.
There's a rule in D&D, not to not split the
Don't
party,
split the party.
but what the DM is supposed to do if they do split the party. The DM is obligated to make sure everybody dies to dissuade them from doing it again in the future. It's so hard to run different groups in different places.
Yeah.
But you did it just fine.
I didn't. I ran the same mission for different groups, but within the context of a session, the party didn't split up.
Very good, Ryan. I like the way we consolidated the multiverse. That was clever and fun. So to the folks listening, we had a big D&D group. It was, I think, at 1.9 people. So we were splitting the group up into two parties, and we would shuffle the parties every session, basically. But then after we've run both sessions, any of the major plot points would have to be unified. So we were in one timeline, and it was a coin toss, right, between the two parties.
I don't really remember. I feel like it was whichever
I think it
felt
was just
more
a coin.
fun.
I think we just rolled 1d2.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
have a
agree
garbage
that
memory.
that you could just choose whichever one was the best, but I think we just flipped a coin.
I think it varied a little bit depending on.
Oh yeah, I guess you could always override the coin toss, you know.
God, this was literal years ago. We're so old.
Yeah.
Holograms having a.
Oh yeah, hologram
Moment.
Janeway. Right. Okay, so that's option number 5, hologram Janeway.
Hologram Janeway.
Oh, Vic Fontaine is really good. Badgie is there. I liked those holograms in Deep Space. No, in Voyager. That oh, what were they? The ones that were escaping from the hunter species.
Yeah, the Herosian,
Yeah, the Hirogen.
the Federation.
Because the Janeway gave them
Holograms,
holographic
yeah.
technology, despite refusing to give anyone any technology ever before. But whatever.
Well, she did it.
And then the
Preserve her
Hirogen were like,
culture.
these holograms aren't fun enough. We need to give them sapience and then kill them.
Sentience, please, sentience.
I mean sapience. I meant what I said.
The sapience isn't what that means.
Sure it is. Sapience is like what humans are. Humans are sapient.
Dermatoperative operative.
I think you're just trolling me at this point.
What do you think sapience means?
But here's the thing.
Sapience is the one that's
Cardassians
above
aren't-
sentience.
Cardassians aren't sapient. Sapient means like a sapien, as in like a primate, right?
That's not
but
that is not what that means. Absolutely not.
wise or attempting to appear wise relating to human species. So Cardassians, Bajorans are not sapient.
Sapience just means like alive in the sense
A
that you're
human
like
of the species
self-aware.
Homo sapiens. No, that's sentience.
That
Sentience is
Sentience is
self-awareness.
Self-awareness, yeah.
Yeah.
you know what? I know who can settle this. Mark, what is the difference between sentience and sapience? I will abide by his decision.
I love this idea. First place,
Ah,
heavy metal
sapience.
hero.
It's like the captain at the helm. guiding a ship with thought and wisdom. Sentience, on the other hand, is more akin to the ship's lookout, reacting to the world around it. In Prodigy, I wager even Murph blurs this nautical line.
Wow, that's so rude to Murph. So Mark said that sapience is thought and wisdom, and sentience is just like reacting to stimulus.
Yeah, but it's like specific to in relation to humanity.
I don't agree with that assertion. You know what I also don't
Okay.
agree with? I don't agree with
That's okay.
Ascension
We
loosing
can
a monster on people instead of shooting them with a gun.
we can disagree on it. It's all right. It's not that big of a it's not that big of a deal.
Walking's dumb.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Doctor, why are you squinting? You don't have real eyes.
Because he's trying to camouflage the whites of his eyes. Why doesn't he just become invisible? Like he could just be invisible.
The Doctor should be able to wild shape into anything he wants.
We're about to see him do something.
A giant spider.
He should be able to just be anything. He could like be a rat. Anything that's big enough to carry the mobile emitter.
Why doesn't the mobile emitter just be on the inside? We've seen him tuck it inside of his boot before. Just put it on the inside of the hologram. So then he couldn't get it knocked off like it's in that one episode. They just hit it with a hammer.
Yep, Captain Janeway for sure.
Oh, this is
What are you
the
gonna do,
doctor.
Gene?
Yes.
Are you gonna offer to
You're
like
quite right.
self-destruct Starfleet? What could he possibly offer her?
It's a Langolier.
It's a demon! A demon of the ancient world.
So I think it was a short story by Stephen King that talks about these creatures that destroy things out of time, and they're called Langoliers. And so like this is just a rip off of that, right? However, I do think what's his face? Stephen King is kind of a twat.
Well, let's see. I googled Stephen King to see what you're talking about. The first thing I see is Stephen King's reaction to Trump's clash with Zelensky takes off online.
Yeah. I don't think he's a twat for his political stance. I think he just thinks he's like a better author than he makes pulp
Wow.
novels. Like he makes you know.
I've literally never read anything he's ever written.
Right.
All I know about him is it and the fact that it's really disturbing, not for the horror aspects, but because it treats
For the
children
children
really
stuff, yeah.
weirdly.
Yeah.
Okay, finally. You failed. You're too late. But that's what you should have done so long ago, Essentia.
I mean, she still monologued before she did it.
Yeah. Oh, I am slain. I probably would have been fine if you just, like, stayed dead, but alright. The power of friendship again. This time we're gonna make friends with the demon. Free the chicken from the coop. What do you... The coop is where it lives. That's its house. What do you mean?
He's technically captive there.
I'm gonna free the pigeon from the nest. It's like, no, that's its...
She just turned the Tom badge into a bomb.
Oh my god. They're walking around with... It's a little topical, Janeway. Walking around with communicators being bombs. It's a little sketch. Alright, Doctor, morph into a bear and maul her. Or just, like, punch her. She's not doing anything. Oh, no, she has cards. Okay.
It's weird also how just like the mobile transport emitter, that the mobile holographic emitter can teleport itself.
But Janeway, there aren't even any woods around here. Oh, I guess this thing doesn't have a transporter. Oh, they didn't want to animate what the door actually looks like on this thing, so just cut away. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Resist until the last Dominion soldiers has been driven from our soil. I love rebellion speeches. This was good. Damar's is good. I really like the one in
Yeah.
Andor. It's just a good trope.
Yeah. Oh god, they've been explosive since the O in the academy.
Good lord. Did Janeway have the flippy tricorders? How old is she? Or the flippy communicators? Oh, of course. They'll get over it. It's fine. Civil Wars happen all the time.
Yep.
One thing's for sure. Whichever side wins, the society will achieve greater level of unity.
Sure.
Don't you think?
No.
No? I mean, it must. Not necessarily for the better. I'm just saying it must.
I mean, it'll be temporarily more unified, but if the fascists win, then they're still going to divide people.
And whichever side loses is going to be very resentful because you're not like exterminating them; they're still there.
Are you though?
Okay, well, you shouldn't be exterminating them.
I mean, that is a thing that happens in civil wars.
All right, this time we're queuing up
Isn't
to 1 minute
Spain
50. 1 minute 50.
Isn't Spain still like technically having conflicts?
I have no idea what Spain is doing.
I don't know what they did to the flight model of the PE-8 Soma, but it feels really weird. I think they tweaked it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. See, I remembered this time. It's very important. This is the second to last episode of the series. Again, in 15 seconds, press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last
Play.
one?
Second to last. Second to last.
So,
This is
What do you
I didn't
think-
change the title. Hang on. Ouroboros Part 1.
what do you think it'll take for us to see a
Okay, got it.
unified Korea in our lifetime?
I don't know, man. Have we tried the power of friendship? Oh, that's D. Bradley Baker
Hey!
for sure.
Yep.
That was a
that's
clone
the
if I've
famous
ever heard one.
Yep.
Oh my god, Ascension. Can you not see you're in the wrong? You built a giant doom laser. Come on.
It's Return of the Blue Sky Laser.
Classic.
Well, at least theirs is cooler than the one that they had in Picard season 1. Whoa, Protostar and Voyager. Is that supposed to be the Voyager A?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's the
The
canon
Protostar is a
Voyager
little
A,
baby
not
ship.
The fan-made Voyager A. Yeah. The Protostar is kind of like Nova class size.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe we just shouldn't go to space. Maybe everybody should stay on their home worlds, because we keep almost destroying the universe over and over and over again.
You know, look, if the universe didn't want to be destroyed, it wouldn't be so destructible. All right?
It's very fragile. At least in this case, it's not actually the universe at risk, it's just the Federation at risk. And anyone that the Federation interacted with. So maybe we'll lose like one galaxy. We've got trillions. Or an infinite number, who knows?
Interesting. So there's a video clip. King Charles' security guard has got he's got this overcoat on, and then in the overcoat, it looks like there's some basically prosthetic arms, with like motorized hands to make it look like real arms, but you can clearly see that his actual arms are underneath the
Ready to start blasting?
overcoat. Exactly. Yeah, they're underneath the overcoat and they're holding a gun. So yes, ready to start blasting.
Why not just like hold a gun outwardly? What's the...
Appearances, I guess, maybe.
I guess they're not so big on people just carrying rifles in the UK.
Yeah.
Soma, care to weigh in?
Oh,
How often do you see someone just with a gun?
oh, in
Just
UK,
walking around with a gun.
never.
Of course I know him. He's me.
Just in
That's my
case,
reaction
like
to
you're
that
out at the
question.
grocery store picking up some milk and you need to put down 30 or 40 feral hogs. Who knows?
Exactly.
In the UK, we just don't carry weapons at all.
Yeah, not even a pair of scissors.
I mean, some people carry defensive measures, especially women. But
What defensive measures? You can't. You're not allowed to carry anything in the UK, let alone use it.
there are certain things that you can, I think, but I don't know off
What's
the top of
that?
my head. I don't know off the top of my head the rules.
Yeah, the rules are if you use a weapon, even in defense, you're gonna go to jail.
No, that's not the rules at all.
Yo,
Self
okay.
In this case, I will
self-defense is
defer
very
to the
much a
person who lives
protected
there.
thing. The self-defense is very much a real thing in the UK.
I don't know, dude. I
The
don't
thing
know,
is
man.
that it has to be in reasonable proportion, which is the completely correct thing to do. You can't murder someone because they pull a knife on you, for example.
Proportional threat.
Yeah.
Force has to be proportional to the threat.
And can
But
you carry mace?
you definitely
Not
can't
a
use
mace,
a gun.
just mace.
You definitely can't use a gun for self-defense. Self-defense weapons. It's illegal for the public to carry lethal or non-lethal self-defense weapons. Pepper spray is illegal to buy, sell, own, or carry in the UK. So the self-defense has to be unarmed. If you argue self-defense, the prosecutor must prove you weren't acting in self-defense. So I imagine like if you improvise something, like if you use a chair, maybe you'd be
You
in a gray area.
carry
But if
you
you're
can carry
using an
knives.
implement that's specifically a weapon, you can't carry knives in the UK.
You can carry knives below a certain size in the UK.
But you can't use them for self-defense.
You would be able to use them for self-defense if you've got it on your person. You can.
I
If
don't
someone
think
pulls a
so.
knife
I
on,
don't think so, man.
if someone pulls a knife on you and you happen to be
It's
carrying a knife
illegal
with
for
you,
public to carry lethal or non-lethal self-defense weapons.
but that's not. You just say that's not
All
the
right,
purpose.
so
of
I
what
am in
you're
the
doing it
UK.
for.
I'm a sushi chef. I happen to be carrying my sushi knife. I get attacked and I use it in self-defense. What happens? That's the scenario. Oh man, what the hell?
You would almost certainly, as long as you can prove that your life was in danger.
See, but you wouldn't be able. You have to
Hey,
have the
hey,
context
look,
of you
Star
carrying
Trek.
it.
Wow, they're
Yeah.
climbing
Yes,
up the
you
tower
need
of
to have
the time-shattering
you have a
murder
reasonable
tower.
reason, but
Wow.
that's fine. Does it easy to do.
Ryan wants us to not discuss it.
Look,
Anyway.
math, wormholes,
Yes.
We can discuss it in DM.
sine waves,
Need to discuss it further, really. Is the...
All right, we won't discuss it. at all.
function of x and y equals the root of xy.
Is it? Does it?
That's what the thing said.
Oh man.
There's also
I don't
alpha
even-
equals w anchor squared.
I retook calculus through calculus 3 differential equations and linear algebra a few years ago, and I can't even remember anything now. And it was like just a couple years ago.
Well, the only one here who should know calculus is Soma.
Yes.
Us two,
Well, I use math every day.
yeah, but you use
To an extent.
calculus every day. It doesn't really come up.
Yeah.
Like I use algebra constantly, all the time.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
not
you
used
do actually
calculus since
use
I got my
algebra
physics degree.
all the time. Yeah.
See, you shouldn't give your holograms sapience.
Oh my god.
Now she's having mental
But it's
distress
definitely
over this.
sentient.
What you do is you reach into their brain and you smooth over the rough spots, okay?
You just mod out their emotions,
That's right.
Robo.
Yep, you install the mods so that they're not upset by, you know, you dating other holograms. Computer, delete the wife.
For context, Robo modded his Baldur's Gate 3 to remove certain aspects of characters' personalities, which I feel is lobotomizing them.
Yes. Why even play the game?
They're not real to begin with.
They're real to me.
Why play the game when you're not experiencing the characters as they are?
You monster.
The reason those characters are like that is because they've got strong personal stories around those characterizations.
You know who else had strong personal stories? Michael the Irishman. We deleted his wife. Janeway could have like modded in a divorce or something. No, deleted a whole
It's
person.
just faster and easy to just delete her.
Oh god, Temporal
Look,
Mechanics one.
look.
That's an interesting callback.
Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. If you give somebody the ability to modify any aspect of their environment to better suit their needs,
That was the moral of the
they'll
episode.
start doing it, and it'll start snowballing. But I think even you would do it, Ryan. They might start with something little, like oh, now suddenly the California accounting board accepts online payments, and then it'll just incrementally get a little bit more familiar. Like, oh, Paramount doesn't copyright strike you any longer, so now you can remonetize your channel, and then it'll just keep going. It'll keep getting bigger.
So what you're saying is you shouldn't have the power to mod games.
Reality. No.
God, can we not transport to the top of this tower? Is there interference or something?
Yeah, there's interference. There's always
There's
interference.
always interference. Oh, look at this Doom arena. Come on, show. I can see the chest-high walls. I was actually really surprised. Just today, this morning, I was playing a little bit of Avowed, and I walked into what was very clearly Doom Arena. There were like places for enemies to come in, there were bits of cover around, and there wasn't a fight there. They just designed it like a Doom Arena. But no, it was totally chill. Maybe we'll go back there later and there'll be a battle. Ascension, did you bring a gun? Why? Okay, now this is on Gwyn. Gwyn could have just shot her super easily.
Yep.
It's a little Batlethy as well.
Yeah.
Sort of
Quite designed
Discovery
to.
Batleth. Ascension, don't stand there and gloat. Stab her. I'm going to host another D&D session, a one-off. The party is we're going to do the Skyrim intro. You're brought in as prisoners, and then you're just instantly executed and the game's over, because of course they're going to do that. Murph, you can get up there super quick, right? Murph could rubber band himself up there. Or
That must be the security officer.
does this count as a kill when he inevitably destroys this robot? I don't think I should count robots.
What episode does that harken back to? There's an episode where the camera spins around two people fighting in hand-to-hand combat, or weapon to
The
weapon
Star Trek
combat.
2009 does that on the drill.
Yeah, it's very much like that.
You see, rubber band, but just do that to get up to the top of the tower. And that was very Harry Potter. Was that the third movie? There's a tree involved. Yes, Murph, kill him. Destroy.
Well, that's a kill.
Is that a kill? Because that's a robot.
True.
Yeah, it's a sentient robot.
All right. That means after Star Trek Section 31, that means we're watching Picard.
Wait, she has both the things? Is she gonna get one back? Is it gonna recognize her and be like, I belong to you?
Nah, just wait and watch.
Yeah, we need to do a bit of a Mjolnir here.
Mjolnir?
Gwen needs to prove herself worthy and talk about the power of friendship. And then she'll be able to stab Essentia. Oh my god, you're gonna dull it, Essentia.
Should just combine it into one.
Now, if you see a power cable in real life that's just flopping around, do not follow Dal, do not approach it.
Yeah.
Get far away and call the power company or the police. Emergency services, whatever that is for you. No way that stops it. She's holding it on the sides. No way.
It's possible.
That would totally just slide through her hands.
I mean, that is sort of how you would try and catch a blade that was tearing at you, but if someone was actually swinging the sword at you, you physically can't grab it and stop it with your hands fully before it hits your head. You can catch it in the rebound and hold it there, but you can't stop it from hitting your head without chopping your thumb off.
Oh, I thought they cut away to Janeway because they didn't want to animate the closure on the ship. But no, they do. It's cool. All right, Protostar, go. Ilthron, did you bring a gun? Did any of these people bring a gun? Oh, there's a good
No.
Essentia. See, she has a headband. Don't give her your thoughts and prayers. Get over there and tackle her.
It's just kind of giving her the thoughts and prayers.
Really? None of you actually want to
Oh no,
physically go
it's
help?
Goku charging up a spirit bomb. Everybody is raising their arms up to the sky. She's gonna spirit bomb her. Traitors!
These people kind of remind me of
She's
the Protoss
still
with
not
this.
pushing it on. Oh wait, what?
She got magical telekinesis powers from the thoughts and prayers.
Telekinesis?
Yeah.
Telekinesis?
Yeah.
Telekinesis?
No, telekinesis. That's the canonical way to say that, according to Captain Kirk.
Is it
It is
based on your
interesting to see
Esper
Star
rating?
Trek villains also be heroes, however, at different times.
Did we just kill her?
Yep, she killed herself overstressing. Well, she's not dead yet.
Oh, she's gonna do a Mr. or Doctor, what's his name? Dr. Manhattan here. She's gonna call it glowy and blue and naked.
Are there any other
You touch
shows
people
where
and
we
they're
see
gonna
a character be both a hero and a villain at different times? And not in cases where they were like undercover. I mean, actually change of allegiances.
Dark Knight?
No,
Harvey
in
Dent?
Star Trek.
Star Trek? Well, Q, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Because yeah, Sensia and Iltheron are like that for sure.
Gul
Oh,
Dukat?
Damar. Well, I wouldn't agree with Dukat.
Well,
He was
At
always evil. It just
times-
wasn't in his best interest to fight the heroes for part of the series.
we had time.
Oh my God, Wes, none of your math has been right this entire time.
It'd be funny at the end, you see all these strands of time and it's all coming together and Loki is holding them.
All right, the last episode, not just of today, but of the series. Ouroboros Part 2. Everybody queue up to 1 minute 50. 1 minute 50. And we'll finish this up. It's a pretty good show. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite show, but it's good. Top 15 for sure. Top 15 Star Trek shows.
Yeah, been enjoying this series.
I could do a tier list video for Star Trek shows and movies. People love tier lists. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
S tier, Deep Space Nine.
NTNG.
Which season? Should we go by
3 to
season?
6.
Oh, here's what we do.
Yeah.
We do an episode overalls, and then we do an episode where we do a tier list of the seasons within the show.
People
Let's
are
do
going to
this.
hate
I'll
me on
collaborate with
Enterprise.
you.
I love Enterprise season 3, and I'm not really
Yeah.
that keen on season 4.
No, I think I like season 1 and 2.
Captions.
Oh yeah, I like
like
season 1 the
season 1 too.
most. But people also seem to hate the Xindi part and love season 4, and I'm kind of flipped on that.
I don't hate the Xindi part. What I don't like about was when they shoehorned the one-off stories into the Xindi arc.
Oh, I love
So
the
like
one-off
the
story.
episode,
The cowboy episode, 10 out of 10. I loved it.
Yeah,
the
that was fun.
one-off stories are fine, but they needed to be outside of the Xindi arc. Like, do you remember when they had the one-off with the retrovirus that turns them into another species?
Oh yeah.
And then they had the one-off. I think they had another one-off that was like,
Yes, thank you for summing up the episode, Jenkampog. Very convenient.
Thank you for summing that up.
And Wes, thank you as well for reminding us of the stakes.
Yep.
This isn't a this isn't airing just on TV. This is a streaming thing. It's fine. You don't need to keep reminding us. We don't even need to beam
Oh,
him
an
out. We could
M44.
let if we really want to preserve the timeline, we should let Chakotay go through, and then he has to like throw himself off a cliff. That would preserve the
You're not
timeline.
wrong.
We're changing it by saving him. See, they only care about the temporal prime directive insofar as it's convenient to them.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the intro to Baldur's Gate 3. Except instead of dragons, it's the Federation. It's a starship.
What kind of registry is that?
Eavesdropping is by no means a proper activity
I imagine
for a
Captain
gentleman.
Braxton is once again cursing Janeway.
But I'm afraid the deed is done.
I feel so bad for Captain Braxton. He didn't deserve that. To live in America as a homeless person. It's the
Which
worst thing
Captain
he's ever
Braxton?
experienced.
Because the other Captain Braxton, played by the other guy, I hated him. He was the worst. Remember they recast the actor?
Hang on, which one do you hate? You just said do you hate the original
The one
Captain
that was
Braxton or the new
recast.
Captain Braxton?
The second one, the one that was
Okay.
abducting Seven of Nine
Crime Braxton.
over and over again. What's that?
The Crime Braxton.
Crime Braxton, sure.
Braxton.
I thought you said Prime.
And then Captain Braxton, you're under arrest for crimes you're going to commit.
But I haven't done anything yet. Yeah, we don't care.
No, it's explicitly not the future he saw,
Yeah.
Dal.
Season 3 bait.
Renewals yet to come.
I'm not sold on Wesley's art style. The art style of most everyone else I'm fine with.
I don't like Wesley in any timeline. Any version of Wesley. I think he's a brat. I think he always been a brat, especially in after the first duty, when he was in the episode with the Indians. Oh my God, what a brat!
The forced relocation of Native Americans. Yeah.
The whale is directly piloting the ship.
Yeah, whales. Hang on. Mark, I have news for you. A humpback whale just piloted the USS Protostar through a cosmic storm. How do you feel about that?
Well, Voyager, but yes.
Ah, the mighty humpbacks.
He'll get it. It's fine.
Such
By the
intelligence.
jumping frog of Calaveras County, humpback whales piloting through cosmic squalls is a sight worthy of applause.
Oh, he
The
rhymed.
Prodigy crew, especially my aquatic compadre Murph, must be tickled as a feather in a gale. 'Tis a tale spun from the loom of creative genius.
The loom of creative genius, you say?
Ah, well, he their Ascension was a Filfini, and they did glide on to the correct timeline.
They're acting like she's dying. She's not going to die. She's just going to forget some stuff. She'll be fine. God, I hope they were just lying to her.
I have the Prodigy action figures from Playmates.
They're action figures?
Star Trek doing merchandise.
Paramount is awful at merchandise.
Yeah. And it's just ridiculous because they're having all these financial issues and like you've literally got thousands of people who would buy anything you put out.
Remember
Just make
how
some
George Lucas
merchandise.
got rich? He got the toy
Yeah, the
rights.
toys.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have toys available at launch. They sold a cardboard stand for the toys that they were going to maybe produce.
This mention of toys reminds me that I need to get, if they exist, one of the models for the Protostar. I have all of the other hero ships. I don't have the Protostar.
Like a pre-made one, or like one that you want to?
No, I
to
want
put
one of
together
those
yourself?
like Eagle
Model
Moss
kits?
ships that don't exist anymore.
Oh. Well, we could definitely 3D print one. I really want a resin 3D printer, but it's so messy.
And a
Whoever can
recap
come up
of
with
the
a
show.
with a desktop resin printer that is a little bit more user friendly is going to make a boatload of money.
I don't see a die-cast Protostar.
Good
I
luck.
don't think
I've
it
been
exists
looking
right
for a
now.
pre-made Protostar for a while now.
It's on the way, I think, if it's not been out yet.
It's hard to tell because the fan home website that makes them is terrible and doesn't actually tell you what's available.
Mm.
They just say, subscribe to our thing for model starships. Okay, what are the models? Don't worry about it. You'll get models.
Go fast. Did she say go fast or look fast?
Go
fast.
Think
fast.
fast.
Fast as heck.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
I always associate that line with a turtle on a skateboard.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
I bought a snail on the back of a turtle on a skateboard.
Very fast. Wow, look at all this dialogue we don't have to re-record. Oh god, there was an
I
XL
found out that
starship
fast.
for the Pizza Cutter Enterprise from the future.
Yes, I have that at home.
Pizza Cutter Enterprise?
The one from
Enterprise J.
Daniels. Yeah, the J.
Oh, the J.
It's sticking
Isn't
on
it
the
just
top
like
of
super wide, like
the film
like
unit.
the D saucer?
It's here. I'll put a picture of it
It's
in
very
Discord.
elliptical. Starboard, port to starboard.
And I think what I read about it is that it's not actually as thin as it looks. Like the thickness of it is like the width of a Galaxy class saucer. It's just really, really wide. I still think it's ugly though. I'm not a fan of the J.
Where'd you post it?
Discord, general.
Yeah, it's enormous, right? It's supposed to be huge. I don't like the blue dome in the back either. I know they're trying to tie it into the Enterprise design. And
Oh god, who is this pixel guy?
deflector in the front?
Oh, I don't like that species.
What pixel guy?
There's... I'll see if he comes on screen again. Oh, he's gone. There's a guy who is...
Well, you can... After the episode, you can go back.
Yeah, just remind me.
DI? What's DI?
to boldly go into the future.
Okay, yes, Janeway, the power of friendship. I get it.
Ensign Mario from the planet Nintendo.
Oh, hey, Gates gets lines.
Yep.
Wow.
What's her other name? Can't remember now.
Her last name? She's Gates
Yeah,
McFadden.
no, her other first name. No, she has another first name that she goes by when she does choreography.
The Dancing Doctor?
No, she's Gates McFadden when
Oh,
she
yeah.
acts,
Cheryl.
but she
Here's-
has a
here's the
Cheryl.
song.
Is it Cheryl?
It's
Jet
Cheryl.
Crusher.
Okay, so this
Is that
is
so
like
she can get,
16
like,
years before Picard.
Double residuals.
Yep.
Okay, we also need a freeze frame of the story the Doctor wrote there.
Has anybody shipped Hologram Doctor and Hologram Janeway? I wonder.
That doesn't feel right.
Probably,
Mm.
but the show has.
Is Janeway get to retire?
Yeah, she tries to retire. Hey, Erin McDonald again.
Wow. Madam Science Advisor, thank you for coming.
And first contact day, we all know what that means.
Is Mars about to explode?
There is actually a minor flaw in the animation here, in that the logo was supposed to be just for the school, I believe. And yeah,
The logo was just supposed to be for the school.
the logo you see on the Happy First Contact Day signs is the same logo as in the short on First Contact Day. And
Oh, the last scenes.
yeah.
Wanted to be. I'll have you know, Captain Janeway was a successful science
was.
officer. And her
Just like
education
Brink
actually
wanted-
came up, unlike all the other officers.
There's a
And then
symbol in
she
the top
wanted
right
to
there.
increase her kill count, and she needed to move up.
Here we go.
See, this is the scouring of the Shire. It doesn't... Like, we just had a big victorious thing. Why are we ending it on this note? Janeway, we need you to come out of retirement.
Yep.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
Do they really need her specifically? I mean, it's not an officer shortage. Now it's a ship shortage.
Yeah.
Why? Why does it need her? She's retired. Leave her alone. No, they weren't. They were in dry dock. Liar.
I mean, there's still a lot of people who died on Utopia Phoenicia and
Wait.
Mars.
What was the number he just said? Did he say 2,000?
Not sure.
Because if he said 2,000 lives, like, that's very measurable.
So now we need to change uniforms.
Unicorns.
Uniforms.
Well, we'll just use some synthetics to shore up the numbers. I like his uniform.
It should be easy to shore up half the fleet when there's only half the fleet left to begin with. That means you only have a quarter of the fleet. Why would you end your upbeat children's show on this note? Why would you do that?
Because there was supposed to have a
So
season 3
children have a taste of reality. It's gonna
Kids,
happen to them sooner or later.
You just need to know, if you work really hard, if you do your best, if you study,
Your boss
it can
get an
all be
extra
thrown
yacht.
into chaos due to circumstances outside your control, and you can lose everything.
Yep.
I read valuable life lesson.
Here we go.
Season 3.
Yep. Because this isn't Starfleet Academy, we can't be in the Academy the entire time. We want to be on the ship going places.
It wasn't stealing
What?
Chakotay, it was
get a
salvage
ship?
rights.
We're giving them a protostar
Well,
class.
Janeway's going to be the captain. They're not just giving them a ship. But is she getting other officers, or is it just her and the teenagers?
Yeah, just her and the teenagers, probably.
It's like the Defiant had more people on it, and that was the size of my bedroom.
No, the Defiant was bigger than it looked. Bigger than you're thinking.
I know it was larger than a bedroom, yes. Zoom to the collar. No? All right. Wait, what did he just call them? Did he call them sentient? Is that what he said? I have 4 things I need to scroll back for. Honestly, I don't think he should be her first officer. They're too emotionally close.
No, it's fine. You just have to be able to be objective at times.
They're 14. They're not
True.
going to be objective. They're stupid.
True. It's just a training cruise, though. Also, what's this with comfort? The captain gets a headrest. The first officer doesn't.
Maybe it would
Or
irritate
enough
his,
arrest.
his dingle dongle. Oh, that's not right. Murph wearing clothing.
Just
Wait,
one eye, we're
Best
not
uniforms
pirate.
ever.
Dal has given up being captain.
Yep,
Yeah.
for now. Variable nacelle criticism try to stealth in.
Is that Mars in the background at the top right? Okay. Now we're scrolling back. We need to... I immediately forgot what I was looking for.
You're looking for what he says about the hologram. one thing.
Right. All right. You're coming with us. Protostar's been upgraded. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Doctor said sentient.
Yep.
All right. I don't agree with you, Doctor, but whatever. You said sentient. Fine. Okay, now
I think all of sci-fi agrees that it's sentient.
Now, how many officers died? Lost with immeasurable lives. Now let's measure it. Okay, he just said thousands.
And you also said we're now short thousands.
Yeah, I guess that could be kind of anything. Okay, where's Mario? Where is he? He's in the shuttle bay. There's so much to scroll through. Where is that scene? There he is. Here's Mario. So that's this guy on the left. This is Pixel Guy.
Oh God, what is wrong with him?
I assume he's silicon based. But yeah, that's weird.
Why would he be humanoid?
I don't know, why not?
Because all aliens in Trek are humanoid. Or most of them.
Okay, there was one last thing.
Only the ones created by the progenitors.
Do you remember what the last thing is that I
progenitors
wanted to
definitely
scroll
didn't
back
create
for?
Silicon-based life.
One was
Pixel
what was
Guy
written on
and-
his tablet for the story.
Yes, that was it. Thank you, Soma. All right, where's the tablet? Is that it? Yes. Okay, scroll back one
Just
more
before
time.
they...
They looked at each other like two cool, cautious cats sleeping at a very loud accident, which had orchestral music playing in the background. The mentor regarded the student's comments. Now
That
you've
sounds like
learned the
something
final
written by
and most relevant
ChatGPT.
lesson. Then they went inside for a nice cup of tea. The end. Hollow Novel 107. 100. Is that 107 or is that like Series 1, Novel 7? Either way, it's a lot of novels.
It's all he does. He just likes to write novels that nobody reads.
Oh. Other holograms like his hollow novels.
His other holograms don't know what a good book is.
Rude. All right. So next week,
Not wrong.
and I'm not thrilled about this myself. Next week
Yeah.
is Star Trek Section 31, the movie.
It's torture. Actual torture. Maybe that's the point of the movie. Section 31.
The one watch
torture
along
It
with
will
the
be
thing we
better
need to
watching
watch
it
is not
together.
required.
Look, I don't like this movie, but I'm going to try to be nice to it. I'm going to look for positives in it.
It has an ending. It's at some point it's over. That's positive.
All right. Well, if you would like to rant and rave, join us next week on Star Trek Watch-Alongs. The end.